Hey folks, how you doing? In today's episode of whatever the hell is next, I'm thinking we're going to deal with another LED light upgrade, and we're going to do it in a different vehicle, of course. That guy right here. Now, I'm in a different location. I'm crunched for time. I can't do a proper before and after. So bear with me, please. I'm doing the best I can. Literally miles and miles away. I can show you what it looks like in this garage. I can do that because later this evening we got to leave and I need this install done. So I can't do a proper before and after and all that jazz. So it is just like that. I can show you what it looks like inside this garage. When we look in we'll do a before and after, and I expect this will be more or less, pretty straightforward. I don't know. I've never put lights in an HHR before. Have you? If you have, well, hey, tell me about your experience below. But hey, I'm going to get into it, and this is what we're going to be doing. Putting these guys in. Now, because, yeah, it's all of that. It's so tight. There is no way of getting access to the actual headlight without going through the wheel well. I'm getting more or less set up here. I got a little baby jack up against the subframe there and a block of wood in between, just so I don't do any metal to metal damage. And yeah, we're gonna jack this side of the car up, get that wheel off, and then slowly but surely remove the inner fender well. No fun at all, but that's what must be done to gain access to the backside of this headlight. And yeah, show you more when there's more to show. Let's turn the headlights on. That is low beam. Then we'll go to high beam. Oops, my bad. This car works a little different than mine. And so, high beam, low beam, off. We're gonna break the lug nuts loose. I'm doing this exactly like most of you would do it, just in your driveway, your backyard, parking lot, whatever space you got available. You're gonna need a 19mm socket. Keep the car on the ground, break it loose, and do it again, and again, and again. Now, these wheel lugs, they get torqued to 100 foot-pounds, in case you were wondering. When you put them back on, I mean, if you want to actually torque them, that is the spec for this particular car, 100 foot-pounds. So, now you know. Alrighty, it's kind of like that. Got the car up off the ground. Well, you can see I can rotate the wheel. Safety is #1 priority. So I'm using a block of wood just so I don't damage the paint. Little extra care goes a long way. That's all I'm saying. And then, right up on the pinch wheel, I got a jack stand here, just in case it tries to fall on my head. Now it can't. And the airplanes are flying, the church bells are ringing. Anywho, I find this thing to be incredibly powerful. Useful for zipping on, zipping off, but this can actually torque to 100 easily. It's ridiculous how powerful this thing is. And that's going through a quarter to ½ inch adapter. I'm not making this up, folks. Oh, you watch when I put this back on. It's ridiculous how powerful this thing is. Anywho, that's that. Get this guy out of the way. Something like, yo. Now, all right, these little tabs gotta go. All right, I'm trying to show you as best I can here. You work it out ever so gently, both sides with a couple of screwdrivers here, and then once it's far enough away, well, don't do that. Just kind of level it off, but get up underneath it, and then you can pull. Oops, or topside down, whichever way it wants to work best for you. Get onto it, and just give her a little side by side. You're gonna have fun doing this, and it is no fun. There we go. That's what we're talking about. This is what you got to pull out. A Christmas tree is what most folks call them. I don't know their actual proper term. If you wanted to order one, you wouldn't look for Christmas trees, but they look like a damn Christmas tree, don't they? So that's why everybody calls them that. So yeah. Just work it slowly but surely. Don't get nuts with it, because when you break them, well, now you need replacements. So these are reusable for a while. You can keep reusing them. Just, be careful, due diligence and all that jazz, and you'll be all right. All right, I think I got her figured out. Process of discovery is, well, it's the best part of my channel, in my opinion. Anywho, where is it? This one right there. Got to pull this Christmas tree out, and then there's another one right there. Pull that out. Pull the two of them out, and blammo! This thing finally drops down, and let's take a look on the back side here now. Forgive the shake for just a second while I move my fat ass around. All right. Grr. Oh, it's up in there. All right. That's the fog light. I need to get up in there. That's where I need to go. Son bitch. All right. Well, kind of is what it is. Take the whole fender well out. It won't give enough unless you do that. And if you're doing it on the ground with literal hand tools, the way that I'm doing it, probably the way that you are doing it, just take the damn thing out. It's the same Christmas trees and the same screws everywhere. These are 8mm, just in case you was wondering. 8mm screws. And get yourself a box of these little Christmas trees, because I broke some, and it just is what it is. I got to replace them, and they're dirt cheap. You can get them most parts stores, but get yourself a handful of them on hand before you even start this job, because you're going to need them. Yeah, and then you got full access. So just saying. And unless you're a child and you got all kinds of maneuverability, nah, you ain't getting up there. So, all right, show you more when there's more to show. All right, now that we're finally just down to it, shouldn't be nothing to it. Just grab the tits. Yeah, got to reach in and touchy-feely the thing, and there you go. Like that. Yeah. All right, let's. Well, now that I'm down to it, let's get into it. All right. Well, you know, it's kind of like this. You got a box. You got stuff inside of a box, and yeah, you got the safety. You know, can't see what's inside of me package, and you got your basic idea, hell, the main ingredient, if you will. And you guys have all seen this stuff, right? You seen my last video? If you haven't, do please go check it out. I did a proper before and after upgrade on my Ford pick-em-up truck. Should be over there. Yeah, I'll put it. Well, it will be. I'll make that link right. Zah. But anyway, this is what you get, and I'm not sure this is the best brand on the planet or anything like of the sorts. However, anything and everything that I've used this particular brand on has fully functioned. It is CAN capable. It works with bus, bus, that's the crude term. It is bi-directional communication. It will communicate with your bus lines via PCM and BS module, your body control module, body systems, and all that jazz. I haven't had a problem yet, so I expect this to work, you know, just as well as it did in my Ford pick-em-up truck. So, all right, enough show and tell. That's what you get, and now I guess, just real quick now, there's zip ties and there's some sticky pads in here, which I will use. There we go. That's what you get. Register me card, a couple of, you know, sticky pads and a handful of zip ties. And all right, let me show you what I'm going to do with all that. All right, real quick here now. One thing I know I forgot to mention in my last video was clocking. This is clockable. There's well, you can get down in there and rotate the light. Read your instructions. I mean, I didn't mention it because I expect everybody to do this, but well, most people won't. And I thought now was a good time as any, or a better time than most times, to just mention this fact. Take your old one out, compare it to your new one. This is the old one. This tang has a certain little nub on it. Line up the like tang with like tang and note the position. Yeah, they're identical, as mine were when I put them into my Ford. I didn't mention this, and I should have, and I apologize for that. So I'm just thinking of it now. I'm mentioning it here. If this thing is clocked, you know, this way, you need to rotate it. You know, keep like kind with like kind. It's got to point all in the same direction, right? So as long as you do that, you know, you're going to get proper results. If you clock it wrong, it's still going to be bright as hell, but it's going to be different. Probably nowhere near as good. And well, I don't know. You tell me. Those of you that have done it wrong and then fixed it, tell me, did you really see a difference? I don't know. But anywho, that's how you should do it. Just match them up, line them up. All right, I'm literally right down to it with the same problem that I had with the last round of installs on my Ford pick-em-up truck. I can't get that connector together. It fits, it goes, but my God, I'm not fucking Hercules, you know what I mean? Something. So, what I've learned to do with the last one, get yourself a pair of channel locks and get on it, and get yourself another pair of channel locks, like so, and get on it, and just work it gently, talk to it nicely until it feels like it's sat down, and that does feel exactly like that. Now, this was a test fit, a dry fit. What you need to do, what you must do, I'm just take my advice on this, guys. Please, just do it. Get yourself I'm going to put a picture of it right here. A little tube of dielectric grease. Just get it. Just get it. It's probably going to last you a lifetime. But if you get it, then you're never going to deal with, well, everything needs a little lube. You know what I mean? But it's more than that. It's electrically, it's a dielectric grease. Just trust me on it. Use it here, and you will thank me for it later. Anywho, what we're going to do now, this is the first install, the first, well, yeah, first time I got that connector together. So what we're going to do now is just turn the lights on and make sure it works, high and low beam. Don't go all kinds of crazy. Don't go putting your stuff back together until you test it and know that it works. So that's what we're going to do now. Just doing inside out, looking kind of shot. Left side, wow, that's, you can see the difference, huh? We don't know if it's good or bad yet. High beam, low beam. But it's working. That is, you know what? The right side is taking over the left side. That's what it looks like to me. What do you guys think? Well, high and low. All right, the light is working. So now I'm gonna secure it and wrap this video up. All right, I got this cleaned up. Oh, that airplane. Hopefully you can hear me. I got this nicely tuned up, and I cleaned the backside here with window cleaner and rubbing alcohol, and I did the same thing to the spot where I intend to place this thing. You see there's an air duct right there, and that means that it's going to be constantly pulling air across the main driver, which is why I've chosen to flip it, you know, well, you can kind of picture what I'm talking about here. Point is, little window cleaner, a lot of alcohol, get it dead clean. Then the sticky stuff is going to stick like glue, like it's supposed to, and that should be the end of that. All right, let me fasten that up real quick and we'll finish off. This is basically the, well, this is the idea. I fastened the driver, the main driver. It ain't looking pretty, but I mean, it's up against this rubber thing about as tight as I can get her. But it's in the range of, you know, maximum airflow, because clearly that's a giant vent. So air will be moving across the main driver, and these things do get a little toasty. So I don't know. I mean, I want everything to have a little wiggle room, and this is what I did with my HHR. I should say my parents. That's my in-laws, which is why things are working the way they are. Anywho, I'm going to slap this back together, and I'm not going to waste your time on the other side because you already know all about this. Yeah, just save yourself some time and headache and just pull the damn fender well out. Don't keep kicking yourself in the nuts like I was trying to do. And yeah, once it's out, it ain't much to her. But do get yourself a handful of Christmas trees before you even start this project. Chances are you're going to break a handful of them. So there we go. All right, show you more basically when it's done. You guys, I'm telling you, get some Christmas trees, because I went on a wild goose chase and couldn't find, and ended up with the better version of Christmas trees, which comes from the import side of life, aka Japan. They don't use Christmas trees. Well, you've seen them. It's a better version of doing this goofy ass simple task. Anywho, got her done, got her all back together, got it all secured. That's one side, and it took, well, it took damn day, you know, it is what it is. So, all right, I'm gonna take you behind the seats because I only got one side finally finished. The car is back on the ground, and short and sweet, we're just gonna show and tell. You know, everything is what it was, just it's later in the day. That is the state change. All right, it's about like that. Let's climb in here quick. Turn the lights on. Oh my. High beam, low beam. That's only one light. I only did the right side. Can you see it on camera? Interesting. You can see this. Oh, well, I'm seeing it anyway. Anywho, that is the before and after so far. All right, moving along. I did not pull the entire fender well out, which I highly recommend that you do because it makes life easier. I needed help to do this. My big fat arms, hands, whatever, don't fit. Anywho, this is what I ended up doing. I mean, the same vent hole is right there. It's right there. It's just the way that cable runs, I couldn't get it there. So I did a little different on this one. Hopefully you can see this. I'm pointing and I'm spraying and praying right now. I'm hoping you can see this. I can't see it. Anywho, little cameras can fit where my big fat head cannot. That is what I did. A little different on the driver's side than it was on the passengers. So enough of that noise. I'm gonna put this thing together, get it on the ground, and well, take it for a drive, I guess. Well, I just thought I would do the most obnoxious thing possible here with lighting, and yeah, I think I achieved my goal here. Anywho, sorry, did I bang you? Probably. I'm not making this up. Watch. When I said this thing has big balls, big old donkey balls, I wasn't joking. 100 foot-pounds of torque is what the lug nuts are rated for, and from what I felt with my ratchet breaker bar, aka ratchet, they were taken to stop. This thing will take it to stop. I'm telling you. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Now, keep in mind, please, 1/4 to 3/8 to 1/2 inch. It's all in one shot. It's one adapter. I don't make this stuff up. I hope you can see, you know, what I'm talking about here. Anywho, give her the beans. Taking it to stop. Now, the way I'm going to know this is when I put my big ass bar on it and I put a little of, you know, my effort into it when the car's on the ground. If she don't go, that means this thing got it there. I'm telling you, this thing always gets it there. ridiculously powerful through a 1/4 inch, mind you. Frickin' 1/4 inch. Impressive. Oh, that's stop. Stop. I gave a little. We're talking about torque to yield. That little 1/4 inch impact. Yep, stopped. And stopped. I don't make this shit up. My big fat ass, I was on it, and no, those lug nuts were locked right up. So, alrighty, I'm gonna turn the lights on one more time before I clean up, you know, all my mess. Let's go get inside here now, Wonst. Take a look at good and proper. Then we'll put it on the road. I won't be driving because I've been drinking, but the owner of the car will go for a ride and see what we see. Anyway, ready? Lights. Low beam. High beam. And low beam. That looks pretty okay to me. Let's see it on the highways, byways, and backwoods road here. Coming up next. All right, we're doing a little low beam and high beam test here. Just, you know, static as you can see it. A little daytime, a little nighttime, and this is what I got. Hang on. And we're recording. Low beam. Now go high beam. Now go low beam. And high beam. Low beam one more time. That's it. That's all I need.